So what I was asking is, how does the person who has time with the kids in Resource Lab know what they need? Are they their own kids or other people's kids? How does that work?
Well, there's two ways it can happen. You can have a back schedule where you back schedule the kid and then you see them if there's time for that. But teachers have been so busy and so crazy, and their schedules are so filled that they haven't had time to do it. So sometimes they'll end up back scheduling with another department member. So there's a couple ways they can talk to that department member, see what's going on. We have Infinite Campus, which is, so the kids' to-do list is on there as well. You can access that. That becomes cumbersome. So one of the things that we've been trying to throw around is how do we improve communication between back scheduling teacher and the person who's in the back schedule.
So if I back scheduled, would I maybe open a Google Doc and put in there what they need, and you would go in there?
We haven't done that yet, but then that's been the discussion as to how to do that. And the Google Docs, what we've thrown out, but we're kind of thinking right now, well, how seamless is that? Because what we don't want to do is throw more work onto the teacher's plate. Now you have to do this in addition to that. But what can we do that makes it easy so that the person in back schedule knows exactly what that kiddo has to do to get out of back scheduling.
Ideally, it's best to have kids back scheduled with their teachers, but FlexMod, it doesn't always work that way. You just have to roll with it and make changes. We have a part-time teacher who isn't here, but still needs kids back scheduled when they have off. So she'll leave me notes as to what these kids need to be working on and manage it that way. Yep.
Have you taught in a different system than FlexMod? Okay, so I'm still going to ask you. Do you feel in this system that you have tight reins on making sure that your learners are making progress like they're supposed to, or is it loose to you? How do you feel? Do you know if they're all
English
making progress?
is exclusively student scheduled, so I have all my same kids. I don't share kids. So I have that ability. I don't know how other departments would answer that question differently, but because my grading kids are the kids that I see in every phase of class. So I have that responsibility on my shoulders.
When you say my grading kids, that means kids that you also have in small group?
Yeah. Whereas in some areas, you might have, if you're taking a class, you may have one teacher for small group, one teacher for a lab, and all teachers are present in a large group setting.
Got it.
And it's like that in English as well, where we'll all combine for a large group, but then we have our own students in our sections and really get to, in English language arts, it's important that you, with writing, you can watch the steps and see that growth. So it's different in different areas, and people will have different answers for you.
Okay, that sounds good.
John.